Rob, the story of the day, or at least of that game, was Brandon Staley, the L.A. Chargers coach who's, this wonder boy and, analytics king. Oh, my, he's gutsy. He's going for it on fourth down, or anywhere on the field. And, Rob, I thought he made two calls that were horrible. And I'm going to focus the 4th and 2 from your own 18 in the third quarter and you're down 3 is obviously a bad call. Why? Like, why?
There's no reason, Chris.
Right.
There's no reason other than to give the Raiders 3 points. That's what.
Right.
That's all.
That's all it did. You're lucky it was only 3, but you definitely were like, here's 3 points for you, because they're not likely to miss that field goal. But that was bad. But I'm gonna go here, Rob, to the last 38 seconds left. Game is tied, and we talked about this last week. Should they play for the tie? No. But those two teams did not cheat the game. And Rich Bisaccia said it. He said, look, we talked about it. We were only thinking about it. We talked about it. It's going to be a tie. Playing for the tie. And the thing is, they were at the Chargers' 39-yard line, 38 seconds left. They got a great field goal kicker, Daniel Carlson, but his long Rob for career is 56. And it would have been a 56-yarder. Third down and 8. And you just got the sense that they're letting this thing run out, right? And I get it, because even if you say, why not have Carlson come on there and kick a 55-yarder, 56-yarder? Well, it could get blocked. It could be, return for a touchdown. I mean, that's unlikely, but it's more likely than if you just basically run it or take a knee and take the tie and you're in the playoffs. And so it was looking like they were going to do that. And Bisaccia, rightly, Rob, could say, I didn't cheat the game. We came out here to win. It just is what it is at this point. And when Brandon Staley calls the timeout with 38 seconds left, I don't know this for a fact, but I think that changed everything. I think the Raiders said, and Bisaccia said, oh, they playing to win this thing. Mm-hmm. Because remember, you get 2 timeouts at overtime, so they would have had another timeout. So I think he's saying, hold on. They want to stop the clock, stop us, or, we missed the field goal.
Get the ball back and then go down. Right. Remember,
and try to win.
You don't need that much time. We saw Aaron Rodgers beat the 49ers, Chris, with 37 seconds left. Remember?
Yep.
You don't need that much time.
They wouldn't have got it with 38, but they would have had a shot. Right. And
you make a long pass or pass interference downfield, Chris, that sets you up.
Right. And I will say this. I can't fault Staley for thinking that, hey, we're still trying to win this game, because you don't know for sure that they're going to play the tie, the Raiders.
Right.
But I don't think he needed – I wouldn't have gone there, because I thought the timeout – again, I'm speculating. I don't think that the Raiders, with that timeout, I don't think that the Raiders would have run for 10 yards on the next play. Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't have tried. I just think the way the momentum was, and you know the saying, once you've talked about retirement, you retired. Well, once you talked about playing for the tie, you kind of lose a little of your adrenaline, a little of your energy to go out there and get as many, all you can. And I just think they probably would have gained 3-4 yards on that next run and then let the clock run out. Now, I don't know it for a fact.
Nobody knows it for a fact,
right.
But that's a lot of the suggestion and thought process. But, Chris, I'm going to go a little further. I know it's Black Monday, and a lot of guys have been fired and whatnot, and there's more to come, right? A couple guys got fired today. Most of the people we knew, Zimmer and Nagy and who else?
Right.
Flores we didn't know. That was a little surprise. But I think Brandon Staley should have been fired.
Wow.
Chris, I think he has cost the Chargers their season. I didn't like the calls in that Chiefs game. You remember? A lot of times he could have put 3 points up.
Right.
And they wound up losing that game, which put them in this situation where they had to win the last game. I get it. They lost to the Texans in a game that they needed to have, right? They lost that game.
Right.
They weren't prepared for that game. They got blown out by the Texans. They ran all over them.
Right.
He's in over his head. He wants to be this wonderlink, a wonder kid. What'd you call him? Wonder kid, wonder boy.
Right. He thinks he's too smart for his own
Right. He's
good.
too
He does.
smart.
Yep. He really
He's
does.
doing stuff that you don't do. There was no reason to go for a 4th and 2 at your 18. For what? What is possibly the reason? Kick the football and let your defense hold them down. And then here's my biggest beef. If you're going to stick your chest out and you're going to be the big man on campus, and you remember after the Chiefs game, this is who we are. We aren't going to back down from who we are. You remember all that?
Right. And real football people know what
Exactly.
we're doing.
You guys who don't even know football, you guys, blah, blah, blah. Real football people know these are the right moves. Why didn't he go for it on 2 after they scored that touchdown, Chris, to win the game? Show me you got a pair on you. Then I would say, okay, I got to respect the guy. You want to do it with the game on the line? All of a sudden, Chris,
He would
kicking
have got
the extra
crushed.
point. He
if
got
they
right.
had not kicked that and lost, he would have got destroyed.
He would have got
He
crushed.
get destroyed anyway, I guess.
So this bravado about we are this and we not gonna ever change, and I got the best quarterback in the game. You remember all that?
Yeah.
He had the momentum. Justin Herbert had scored
did.
2 touchdowns in the final 3:35. Chris, they had the 2-point
Raiders were
conversion.
on their heels.
The Raiders were spent. They couldn't stop them.
Yep.
On 4th down, and now you're afraid to throw into the end zone? Now? They could have won the game, no overtime.
Well, look, I don't agree. I don't think you agree with going for 2 on that situation.
No,
but you're
I'm
just
saying
saying if
based
this is
on-
who you are, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And that's fair. That's
The
fair.
logical thing is to kick the extra
Right.
point. That's the logical.
But that's fair. To your point, because the bottom line is they never got the football back.
Right.
Your defense isn't that good. You know that. And you never got the football back. But wow. I mean, that's something. Saying he should have been fired. I'm a little less impulsive than you, I think. I don't know that I'd have fired him today. I'd do a deep dive. I'd probably give him another year. But I'm incredibly disappointed if I'm their ownership, Rob. And I don't blame you. I mean, this dude, you come off, as arrogant, Mr. Know-It-All. I got answers that nobody else has. Belichick isn't doing what I do. Andy Reid isn't doing who's doing what he does?
Right. Nobody who's in the playoffs. How about that?
Right.